Okay, let's start with our timed work. So if you're gonna do the one leg lift, well, either way, you're gonna set up for down dog. So go ahead and set up for down dog, shift forward from down dog into plank to measure, and then push back. And then when you're ready, decide if you wanna lift the right leg. We're here for a minute. Push the mat away, hug the arms in close to the ears. Pull your navel in, get that muscle to bone connection. You're welcome to bend knees if both feet are down. If you have tight hamstrings, keep your spine straight though. Draw your belly in, hip points high, and then make sure that weight is pressing into the thumb and the index finger. So I want to take it out of the base of the wrist. We're more than halfway through on this side. Stay nice and strong. Hug those arms in. Get your serratus anterior muscles involved here. So those are your push muscles. You keep the action of pushing constant. That whole minute, keep pushing. If you need to take a break, you take a break. You guys should be getting pretty strong at this point though. 1 minute, no problem. Last 6, 5. We're just going to prepare to switch the leg. 3, 2, switch legs on 1. You've got another minute. So you may just be doing down dog. Otherwise, the left leg is lifted now. Hug those arms in again. Keep coming back to that pushing action. Pressing the thumb, index finger, hip points high to the sky, navel in, ribs expand. Feel your biceps, your triceps engaging here, protecting the joints. So engaging all the muscles. Keep going. Just let your head relax. Go push your ears up into your shoulders. Navel in. Okay. More than halfway in here. We'll shift to hovering table for our 3rd minute. Make sure the weight is pushing into that thumb index finger a little more. Take it out of the base of the wrist, out of the outer edge of the wrist. Last little bit on this one. You're here for 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, shift forward slowly and find hovering tabletop. So knees come under the hips, hover them off the ground. You're welcome to add a little cat spine here. So grip all fingers now, slightly different since the joints are stacked. Draw the belly in, slight doming of the upper mid back. If you want to tuck the chin, you can. Otherwise, keep the head neutral. Just keep that action of pushing, keeping the knees just slightly hovering. Hug the arms in like you want to squeeze a block. Get the inner thighs active. So it's like you're holding a block. That's 30. Stay strong. We're going to go into either forearm plank or plank for the last minute. You decide. And you're welcome to add the spider taps, knee to tricep if you want that oblique core work. All right, you're here for 8. Get ready for plank or forearm plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping everything still stacked. So gripping the fingers, whether you're in forearm, it's elbows and shoulders or elbows, wrist, shoulders. And again, you can add those spider taps, knee to tricep, step it back. Feel that in your side body. Last little bit, you guys, 30 seconds. You can do this. Keep pressing, that's the mantra. Good. Last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, sit hips back, find child's pose. Let's come back up and prepare. Let's do a quick modified vinyasa just to warm up the spine. So shift forward from your child's, lift your hips, hug your arms in, and then just bending, pulling the inner elbows forward first, then the elbows lift the belly and lower halfway chaturanga. Hug the arms in, take your traps and pull them down your back and reach the crown of the head forward. then lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, roll into cobra, press through the feet, draw the belly in, and then lower down slowly. Press back through the knees, pick up the hip points, arms in, and then push straight back into modified plank. Back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're gonna come back into tabletop. So drop knees this time, hands, wrists under shoulders. Take your right leg back, pick it up, and extend your left arm forward. So a lot of core work today. Pull the belly in, extend nice and long, and then exhale, draw the elbow to the knee, squeeze it in. Expand it out and pull it in. And just keep going, nice and slow though. Squeeze at the center. Extend on the inhale and contract on the exhale. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out, just nice and steady. Push into that right hand, pull belly in. Square the shoulders, square the hips. Hold here for 10. Nice static holds today. 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Take the hand and the knee back down. Just switch sides. So shift weight to the left hand, extend the left leg back, take the right arm forward, pick up the leg, pick up the hand. Find the balance here first, rolling the shoulders in one line. Take an inhale, expand, and then exhale, pull it in. Expand it out. Keeping the core strong, that's helping to support that low back. Pull it in and press it away. It's not about how many, it's with that control. When you come to the center, squeeze it in tight for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Expand it out and hold it. And push out of that left shoulder. Square the hips to shoulders. Reach and stretch. Pull belly in. Hold it. Balance. And slowly release hand and knee down. Take the hands, walk them forward, and then come back to downward facing dog. We're going to go through 5 very slow vinyasas. You can opt to put the knees down. Shift forward slowly, waving through the spine. And as you wave forward, bring the shoulders forward. Come onto the tiptoes, and then lower down slowly, chaturanga. Inhale, nice, slow transition to up dog. And as you exhale, come through a tiptoe plank, navel to the spine, lift the hips, and then slowly pull it back. Grip the fingers, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, ripple forward, slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring the heart through the arms. Come to tiptoes, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And again, nice slow transition from the low belly, pull back slowly. Downward facing dog, and then you've got 3 more. Inhale, ripple through the spine, and shift forward even beyond the wrist, lower down slow. Inhale to up dog. Again, slow transition back into your down dog using the core. All right, 2 more, shift, reach the heart through the arms, come onto the tiptoes, hover in your chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. And again, slow transition back through into that tabletop or into that tiptoe plank to down dog. One more time. Inhale, ripple forward, heart through arms, lower down slow. Inhale into your up dog. And slow transition, find that tiptoe plank and then pull back slowly, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Shift forward again to plank, and this time lower all the way down to the mat. And then release, separate the feet, not just enough to make it comfortable because we're going to do some spine strengthening work. Take the hands, interlace them around the head and peel the upper body. Push the head into the hands and then try to squeeze the elbows behind you. Then float the legs. Use your hamstrings, use your glutes, spread the toes, reach the elbows back, lift the legs, lift the heart. Use the whole back body here to lift, 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 and then gently lower down. And take the hands for cobra, press into the feet, roll the shoulders back, and peel it up slowly, using the low spine primarily, very little weight in the hands. And then lower back down, make a pillow with your hands, and pick up both legs, squeezing through the glutes and hamstrings, lift up, hold it, and release it. And then bend the knees, reach around, grab below the toes, spread the toes, and kick first to peel your upper body off the mat. Kick back, kick up. And then gently lower it all the way down. All right, so we're gonna set up for some more core work. Tops of feet down, feet about hips width distance. Your instinct's supposed to begin. We've done these before, but we're gonna kind of add. So we'll start with a press with the hands. You may not be able to straighten. I don't want you to crunch your low back, but keep the knees lifted, keep the core strong, and then lower them, and you're just gonna press into the feet and lift the hips. So finding that plank on the tops of the feet. Lower down, and then straighten the arms. Lower the elbows, and press and lift the hips. Nice and slow. If you're feeling too much pain in the low back, then you can just stay and work on straightening and bending the arms, getting into the triceps. Lower down. Or you can stay on the tops of the feet and just hold a static plank. That might be a little bit easier on the back, but probably a little harder to hold. And then hips, lower, and straighten the arms. Try to get those elbows under your shoulders. It's gonna make it easier to lift into your plank. Lower down, press and straighten the arms. Lift the hip points. Try not to lift with the low back. Lift your thighs, lift your hip points, and use your core. Let's do 8 more. Straighten the arms, shoulders and elbows stack, pick up the hips. Straighten arms, hugging them in, getting into the triceps, pick up the hips. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last tiptoe plank, hold it for me. Press into the feet, lift up, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower hips. Now straighten the arms and tap. Hug them in tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Slide the hands underneath, curl the toes, knees or no knees, pick up hip points, push into your plank, and then back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and deep breath out. We're gonna make our way to the front of the mat. You're welcome to hop. Otherwise, just come to the top, separate the feet, hips with distance, and prepare for a king chair. So drop your hips and reach your arms up. Lengthen your tailbone here, draw the ribs to the hips, sit low. And then just pulse it out, working the hips lower and lower, pulsing. Weight in the heels, squeeze and pulse. Squeeze and pulse. You've got 10, 8, 9, that's 9, 8, 7, we're gonna go into a one-legged pulse, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, picking up the right leg rather. Pick up the right leg, find mountain. You're welcome to extend the leg and then pulse that leg for 20. Squeeze the left glute. 15. 10. 8. 6. 5, 4, 3. Go back to king chair in 2 and 1. Drop the foot. Now pulse it out again. Any variation with the hands, weight in the heels, pulse it out. Squeezing and pulsing. Again, 10, 9, we're gonna go to the other leg in a minute. 7, sit lower if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, get ready. 1, pick up the left leg again, one-legged mountain. Stack the joints here. Squeeze that right glute, hips forward, chest up, pulse out the leg. 20, 15, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more time, king chair. Pulse it out. Drop the hips, upper body back, lengthen tailbone for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs, come all the way up to standing. Take the hands, interlace them like half moon. Keep your feet hips with distance, stretch your arms out. We're gonna lift onto your tiptoes. Find your highest point here, heels stacked over toes. Get your calves engaged, nice strong power hold. Arms are lifting you up, pull belly in, chin up, and just balance here. Look at one spot. We're here for a few breaths. See if you can continuously push the heels forward and press into the big toe mounds. Use the grip to really lift you up from the waistline, stretching. Push your heels more forward. Stay here for 10. 9, you're gonna start to pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, lift them higher, 2, and now start to tap the heels and lift straight up. Go to your highest lift. We're just doing 15, push the heels high on the balls of the feet. For 10, all the way up, try to stack. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, one more time, hold it up there. Now stay high, baby pulses, just on the balls of the feet. 20, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stretch up, lower the heels. Keep the bind, lengthen tailbone, stretch up one more time, and then move hips to the left, go up and over to the right. Don't worry about how deep you go on the right side. Think more about stretching up and over and reaching where the wall meets the ceiling. Find your obliques, bring your right shoulder forward. Squeeze your butt, pull your thighs, lift them up. Move hips left, reach up over to the right a little more, hold it. Really draw the belly and squeeze the butt. Inhale, slowly come back to center, switch the grip. Soften knees, stretch up out of waist, straighten the legs. Hips go to the right, again, go up, reach for where the wall meets the ceiling. No bending forward or leaning back, go up, over. Move your hips to the right, lift through the right rib cage. Left shoulder forward to square the shoulders. Squeeze your palms, pull your right arm with your left arm. Push your hips more right, reach up over, find your obliques, squeeze everything in tight, hold, and breathe. Use your core to come back to the center and slowly float the arms down by your side. We're gonna come down slowly, so bring the feet together. We're gonna come into a little squat. So bend the knees, come onto the tiptoes, hands can be at heart center, and start to lower down slowly like you're sliding against the wall. Sort of like our second part of awkward and Bikram, but the knees together here. Come down and then hover. We're just gonna drop the knees and tap the floor, stay in the center, and then pick up the knees and drop the heels. Pick up the heels, drop the knees. Just some mobility for ankles, balance. See if you can find a little hover in the center before you drop the knees or the heels. Stay in control, 5 more total. Knees, pick them up. Heels, pick them up. 4, knees, pick them up. Heels, pick them up. 3, 2, last one. All right, stay here. We're gonna come onto our backs. So find both pose. You can keep toes down, keep chest up, reach your arms forward, draw your belly in, and then lean back a little bit. And if you wanna pick up the legs, you're welcome to pick up the legs. Didn't feel good for me today. So keeping the feet down, reaching forward. Hold here. And if you wanna add a little twist, hands to heart, just twist the elbows side to side for 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center, open the feet, plant the feet, come onto your back for ankle biters. Take the hands and reach them down towards your ankles, pick up your shoulders, lift your chest, look up, and then tap to the right, tap to the left. Kind of swinging the body side to side for 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in the center, extend the legs straight up, and then just reaching up for the toes, tap the toes. I'm not gonna do this one, but just lifting the upper body, lifting the shoulders, lifting the chest, lift up, look up for 10, 8, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, take the hands interlace them behind the head, double pulse bicycle. So take left elbow to right knee, extend left leg straight, tap, tap, come to center, twist, tap, tap, just switch it. One leg extends, one leg bends. Tap, tap, for 10, for 9. Take your time with it. More about the control, using the low belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, find low boat. So lift the arms and the feet and push your low back into the mat. You can reach the arms forward, maybe even clasp onto your thighs, squeeze your butt, squeeze your legs, push your low back down. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a big full body stretch. We're going to rock into squat position, bend knees, and then rock and roll. Reach forward, try not to use the hands. Come back to your squat. And then we're going to again go to knees, heels. Just a few more times, come to center. You can separate the feet if you want. Try it that way. Three more. Knees, center, heels, center, knees, center, heels, center. Last one, knees, center, heels, center. Now stay here. Get your spine nice and long. If your knees are together, just squeeze the legs. If they're apart, just keep them parallel. And then slowly push into the balls of the feet and slide up as slow as you can. Nice and slow. All the way up. Stay on your tiptoes, stretch your arms up, come back to the calf lift as high as you can, reach up. And release the heels down. All right, taking right arm under left arm, cross your arms, and then take the right leg up and over. So I don't care so much today that you wrap the foot. I want you to get the leg high and maybe even tap the big toe. And that way you can really work on pulling the elbows down and sitting the weight into that heel and trying to get the tailbone longer and the chest up more. And then just squeeze the legs, soften the glutes, and then hold here. And then once you get the spine nice and long, weight in the heels, extend the arms up. So finding that other variation, pull the elbows away from the chest, reach up, sit low. And then slowly release, come up to standing. Other side, left arm under right arm, cross your arms, pull down, chest up, bend the knees, left leg up. And again, just work to get that big toe down to give yourself some balance so you can really work on hugging everything into the center. And then dropping the hips, lengthening the tailbone, but keeping the chest lifting. So use the hands here, the arms as leverage to pull the chest up. Once the weight's back in the heels, you find your balance, then extend the arms, upper body back more, pull the shoulders, elbows rather, away from the shoulders, lift up, sit low, hold here. And slowly release, unwind, reach up, and then exhale, forward fold, nice and slow, bring it down. You're welcome to add crow to vinyasa. I'm just gonna step back, but take your vinyasa. To down dog when you're ready, just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. When you're ready, down dog. And we'll take 5 core planks. Good, take your time, take your time, I'll look for you. We'll take 5 tricep core planks to the right, so right leg high. Knee out to the right, lift the hips high, tap, send the leg back. Knee to the tricep. And back, 3 more. Prepare to step on this last one into your crescent, heel, ball, toe, step through. But we're gonna drop the knee and set the legs 90 degrees. Right knee over right heel, left knee over, or left hip rather over left knee. All right, hands to heart, working the core here, squeezing our thighs, lift the chest, bring your elbows out, and we're gonna twist to the right, keeping the hips exactly where they are, and go so far that you can get that right elbow behind you, left elbow in front, stacking. Come to center. Keep the legs squeezing together, go to the left now and do the same thing. Push the hands together and then come back to center and twist over to the right. And come back to center and twist to the left. We'll do 3 more. You should really feel this. So really keep the legs active and don't let the hips come along for the ride. And use that core to do the twisting, not momentum, not speed.
Find resistance in your body, so you're creating that strength. Center to the left, and then do one more time. To the right. From the center to the left. Come back to center. Now pick up the back leg and spin it down and open for warrior two. Find warrior two. We're gonna hold here, static power stance. So work on getting right knee over right heel. Look in the video if you can see your own video and check that alignment. Make sure that left hip is not pushing up and out, so hug it under. And push your hips forward, open your chest, lean back a little bit. Drive into your back heel, lift through the inner thigh. So no collapsing in the joints. Keep your shoulders down, but extend through the arms and the fingers, squeezing fingers together. Really hug that muscle to bone, that nice static hold, keeping the core lifted. And then look to the front. Sit a little lower if you can, keep the chest up, body right in the center. Pick up the toes, no clenching. And then very, very slowly start to straighten that right leg and just find Kali Mudra, interlace the hands, release index fingers just like our half moon. And then really stretch up here, pull the belly in and up, and then sit back into your warrior two, keep your body right in the center. So find those legs again and hold. This time really using the bind to lift through the waistline to stay light, keeping core active, arms active, hug them in tight by the ears. Again, a nice static power hold. Breathe. Unclench the toes, pick up all 10 of them if you want, check that out. Push down through left heel, sit 1 inch lower, stretch up, hold. And then very slowly start to straighten that right leg, release the bind. And as you bend the knee, windmill the hands down and take it to a side plank on the left side. Left hand down, you can come to forearm if that's better for you today. Stacking and reach up. Again, a nice static power hold here, reach up, look up, lift through left side body. Find your left side oblique, squeeze legs together, butt together, hold it. Trying to lift left rib a little bit more to the right, stacking. And then slowly come back through, center to plank, and lower all the way down to the mat. Hugging the arms in, plant the hands right by the chest, and then pick them up just for a second, 10 hand release push-ups. You're welcome to keep knees down. Try to lead with hip points and push up. Lower down, pick up the hands. Keep the toes curled under, keep the knees lifted, that'll help. You want to carry the dead weight, hip points first, arms in close. Pick up and push. Again, knees can be down, still pick up the hip points though first. 5 more. Last 2. Last 1. Plank to down dog and hold down dog. All right, left side, left leg lifts. We have 4 planks to the left tricep. Knee to the tricep, pull it in. Shift forward, lift the heel high. Send it back, 3-legged dog. Pull it in, tap. 3, 4. Last tap, and then send it back, 3-legged dog. Prepare to step for your crescent, heel ball toe. But again, we're gonna drop the knee down, finding the 90-90 legs. Knee and heel and hip stacked. Hands to heart, elbows stacked side to side. Lift through the chest, squeeze inner thighs, twist to the left. From the low belly, come back to center. Keep squeezing legs, don't move hips, twist to the right. Center, left, center, and right. Keep going. Get as much depth in that twist as you can. 4 more. 3, squeeze inner thighs. 2. And 1 more. Twist to the right. Come back to the center. Prepare to rise for crescent, just to get into our warrior 2. And then spin the right heel, open up to the side, open the chest. And again, find that power hold. Scan the entire body. Start with your right heel. Press down into that heel, pick up the toes. Feel the points of the pinky, big toe mound and the big toe mound pressing, and the toes can lift to lift the inner arch. Feel that ripple up into the inner thigh. Squeeze the butt, and then move over into the left leg, stacking knee and heel, pick up those 5 toes. Keep your chest in the center, shoulders, hips stacked, extend through the arms, and then really hug those tricep muscles into the bone. And then keep breathing, lifting through the core, through the chest. You can look to the center, find that focal point, slow down the breath. And very, very slowly start to straighten the left leg. Take the opposite thumb on top, find Kali Mudra, stretch up. Keep your chin up, pull your belly in, pull the ribs in, and sit low. Go back to that same stance with the legs, just stretching from the waistline, using the bind as leverage. Squeeze the butt underneath you. Maybe sit lower, pick up those 10 toes again, no clenching, no dumping into the joints. So if you know you're really flexible, think about lifting more through the inner thighs. Breathe. Nice, steady, even flow of the breath in through nose, out through nose. One more breath. On your next inhale, start to straighten the leg, releasing the arms again, just getting the hands down there, setting up your side plank on the right side, spin and stack, and lift the left arm high. You can find that power hold, lift through the right side body, take right shoulder, pull it back, push the right ribs forward. Squeeze legs. For 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through into your plank. And this time, shift forward and lower into a chaturanga and hold the chaturanga, arms in close to the body. And now just little baby pulses. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Try to push the arms straight. Come back to your plank and push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale, deep breath, and exhale. Come back into plank rather, come back onto your belly all the way down. And then one more time, find Sphinx pose, elbows under the shoulders, and then press and straighten the arms. And tap, hug them in and lift. Press through your feet, lift through the thighs for 20. Feel this in the triceps. You don't have to straighten all the way if it hurts the back, but if you lift the core a little bit, it might help protect it. Just keep tapping. Really important muscles for your vinyasa practice, for your chaturanga, for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower chaturanga, press into the feet, find that tiptoe plank. You can interlace your fingers for this one. Pick your hip points up and then pick up your legs. And let's hold here, pushing down through the forearms for 10, 9, lift your thigh muscle, lift your core, 8, keep pressing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees and gently press it back into child's pose. Hips back, forehead to the mat. We'll set up for our glute work today. So come onto your forearms and interlace the hands. And we'll start with the left leg. So bend the knee, flex the foot nice and slow, push through your heel, squeeze it at the top. You guys know this, you can even close your eyes, I'll count, I'll give you the countdown, but nice and slow and controlled, squeezing at the top. Lower with control, squeeze it at the top. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, hold it up, highest point, keep the knee bent, pulse, little squeezes in that glute. for 5, 3, 2, hold it up, 1, now straighten the leg, flex your foot, tap your big toe, lift and squeeze. Same action here, just lift and lower. Lift up and squeeze. For 10. Go to your highest point. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, get ready, hold it up there and let's pulse. For 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, 1, spin, come to your left fingertips, turn your toes to the left, lift the leg high, and then little pulses, highest point, outer glute. 20, flex your foot, 16, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, 1, come back to the center, turn the toes down, close the hip, keep the leg up, walk to the right 45, leg out 45. Now lift up and pulse. This is right at the attachment point. Lift it higher for 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, 1. Come back to the center, bend the knee, heel to the bone, knee high, and then bend and straighten, pressing through the heel, squeezing through the glute. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the foot over, and then a big kick out for 10. Tap. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it into a fire hydrant position where we started, lift and lower for 10. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come down into our clamshell work. Let's push into the forearm, bring the knees together, push your ankles down and just lift the hips and then close and open, or open and close. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, 1, extend that leg out, pulse at 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Come back onto your forearms, move your hips side to side, stretch that out, both sides, wiggle. And then we'll set up for the other side. All right, come back into your forearm plank, restack, and let's start right leg. Bend the knee, flex the foot, push it up, squeeze it at the top. Push and squeeze. Nice and slow. For 5, push and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, get ready, hold it up there on 1, pulse. For 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten your leg, tap your toe, lift up and squeeze. Nice controlled lowers. Do that 10. Squeeze it at the top. 8, 6, 5, 4, get ready, 3, 2, now hold it up there on 1, pulse it out. 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to right fingertips, spin, lift the leg high, outer glutes, pulse it up, little pulses. 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center, roll the hip down, walk over to the left, send your leg out to the right, lift it up. This is that glute attachment point, lift and squeeze and pulse. Lift it higher for 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center, lift the knee up, bend the knee, heel to bum, push and kick through the heel. 10. Squeeze it when you kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it over. One straight leg, kick it out for 10. Tap. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down for fire hydrants. Lift and lower for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come down, set up for your clamshells. Left forearm down, angle it in, bend knees, stack them, pick up the left hip, keep it lifted, and lift and lower that right leg. Tap. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up 1. Now straighten out the leg, pulse it for 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, and then come down onto your belly. Bend your knees. Knees about hips width distance. Flex your feet. Make a pillow if you'd like. And then we're just going to lift the feet and the knees off the mat. So pulsing, getting into the glutes still, but the hamstrings too. Lift and lower. Push the feet straight to the sky. You got this. 15. For 10. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs down, plant the hands, curl the toes, hug the arms in very slowly. Make it an 8 count, even if knees are down. Lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold it, chaturanga. 4, 3, 2. Push all the way up on 1. Send the hips back downward facing dog. Hold here. Hold your down dog and breathe. When everything sort of come back to normal in your down dog, press into the thumb, the index finger, reach the hips high, lock the arms, draw the belly in, just where we started class. Finishing up strong. Thank you all for being patient with me today. It's a little harder when I'm nursing something. And then when you're ready, just drop down to your knees, child's pose. Kind of check in with yourself in your child's pose. Scan your body. Do what you need to do to cool it down, to stretch it out, and then to take a shavasana. I will plan on seeing you guys Tuesday, but if I get bad news from the doctor today, then I'm going to have to figure out if it makes sense for me to just send you guys recordings for next week. So I apologize. Hopefully it will be all good. But I'll let you know on Monday or whatever. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thank you for showing up live. Bye. Bye, Isa. Bye, Caitlin.